Forget the court order. I just do what I want to do. Don't work like that.
All right, I just spoke with the victim in my conference room. She elected to not make a statement herself, but she did ask me to advise the court that the events of this case and the following bond violations continue to terrify her for her own safety to this day. She feels like if the defendant is released, he would continue in this course of conduct and this would happen again. She wanted the court to know that through his actions and having to flee from the defendant on the September 3rd, she has lost her vehicle. She is going to have to move now because she does not feel safe in her own home. And she's saying about finding new employment because the defendant knows where she works. Her whole life is upside down. And these are all because of the defendant's actions. They're not listening to the court's order, the personal protection order, nothing. And I'll tell the court myself, when this case all started.
Okay. That's the second time I've heard that particular sound, is it not? Sir, I've asked everyone in here to check their phones previously. Did I not ask that, Charles? Is that not the second time we heard that phone? Okay, sir, you have to go downstairs and pay a $25 fine and hand that phone to the court officer. And I'm going to write up a consent order. Now, the rest of you, you better check those phones, because I'm not kidding. That's a real major disturbance, and everybody has the right to have their full attention, and my full attention, and everybody's full attention on these cases, and not on telephones. Okay. So she has opted not to make the statement except for what the prosecutor has had to say. What would you like to state prior to sentencing?
Your Honor, this is very personal, and I did discuss it with my client, and he does want me to share it with the court. Mr. May is not, it looks like stalking. I understand those messages do not look the best. Mr. May was upset when he found out that he contracted herpes from the complaining witness.
Oh, so this is the way to fix that? Just to keep on calling her and hounding her, going up to her job?
He never had any intentions on hurting her. He was scared and he was upset.
That's what a doctor's for.
I understand, Your Honor, but contracting something like that,
I didn't say it was a good thing, and I don't know if he got it from her or not. I don't know. He may not even know where it came from. But he said it's her. You don't fix that like that, sir. You can't. Nothing wrong with being upset, afraid, whatever. But you know what? That's what happens when you have unprotected sex with people. You get stuff. So you make that choice. That's on you. So you better make some better choices in your life. And instead of following somebody around, even if she did give it to you, that doesn't solve it. You know, you go see the doctor, report it to the health department. If you think she did it intentionally, go see a lawyer. See if you have a cause of action against her. But this right here, this the only thing it did was get you in trouble. What else?
Mr. May does have strong family support. His mother is here, his child is here, his father is here, his child's mother is here. I would just ask if the court would take that into consideration.
Strong family support. Well, why did he go to them when he found out this was the situation and lean on them instead of doing all of this?
He did, Your Honor. It's just, he just happened to be out that day and saw the complaining witness, and it went from there, Judge.
You wish to say anything? Let me let him say something first. Go ahead.
I think it was very stupid and emotional. I do regret my actions. I don't wish to harm Christian degree. I did at one point love her. And yes, I was mad because she did cheat. And that's how I know where I contracted the virus from, because I didn't cheat on her. I didn't have unprotected sex unless it was with her. So that's why I get very emotional from. I never planned on hurting her. I never damaged her car. And me seeing her on September 3rd just set off emotional reaction. I wasn't looking for her. I wasn't stalking her. I was actually just doing DoorDash when I seen her. And when I seen her, I admit to following her, but I wasn't trying to harm her. I was actually just trying to talk because I know if I text her, it would go straight to the prosecutor. That's all. And I know.
You think following her wasn't gonna go to the prosecutor?
I understand. Well, I thought they were just trying to talk to her. I wasn't trying to hurt her. I was with two friends. I wasn't trying to hurt nobody. I was just riding doing DoorDash, and I actually did end up seeing her because I do DoorDash in real local Southfield. So I seen her in Southfield, and I was just trying to talk. And she went into the police station.
Despite the fact there was a no contact order, you was trying to talk?
That's why I said I was stupid. My emotions took over, and I'm sorry. And I don't wish to hurt her or nothing like that. I never been to her job I know where she worked at, but I never been to her job to get her fired. I do wish she continued working there. I do wish she continued living her life. If you give me another chance today, I promise I won't bother her. Not a day in my life.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. These are some perilous times that we're living through in this life. You hear about these things every day of people following people, hunting people down, killing people. She has a right to feel very threatened by your actions, whether you say they're harmless or not. Because this is the situation that we're living in these days. Why you don't think about that, I don't know, sir. But I do know one thing. She's not going to get killed because on my watch. And that's how things happen. No, you don't go in there thinking you're going to kill them. Some people do. Some people don't. And then they break. Just like you broke and start doing this, they break. And the next thing you know, person's dead. It's real and it happens. All because emotions get out of hand. So you have to sometimes learn. And I'm not saying if you did get, the virus from her, that's a thing that you should just blow off. It's not. That's pretty serious. But there's other ways to handle stuff like that. And trying to go talk to them, you might never get answers. Some things in life happen to people. They're upset, especially in a relationship, and they never, ever get answers about what happened and why. And you have to be ready to just move on to something better. Because if you get stuck in this, you're going to be stuck in the past forever. And she will be moved on. And you'll be stuck. And I don't see how that serves you either. So the bottom line is, with the other case, which is it's all kind of combined into a little mess here, but there was downloaded footage of her driving her car to the police department, and apparently you were just behind her.
Yeah, that's why I admit I did follow her to the police department. I didn't know this. It don't matter where she was going. But like I said, I was doing DoorDash and South. It's weird. We synced each other on 10 Mile and everything. So I followed.
And she's so upset she crashes the car.
It was raining outside. I do. I'm not saying that's the reason she crashed, but I did.
Okay, well, what about if you weren't following her? She wouldn't have crashed at all.
Right.
Yeah. Has that part lost on you?
You right.
She gets off the car and runs to the police department. You gotta wonder, why would she drive to the police department if she wasn't scared? She gets off the car, runs in. Then you turn around and leave after you done caused her to have an accident. The whole course of conduct is just reprehensible.
I regret my action.
What do you want to say, Mr. Schaffner?
So the last thing I have to say on this, Your Honor, if you put the timeline of this case on April 3rd, these alleged incidents
With the phone calls and the
Yes,
threats.
that brings the defendant before the court. This August 24th bond violation happens. I file a motion to revoke the defendant's bond for the violation for continuing the same conduct. The defendant is made aware of my motion to revoke his bond, and then these events of September 3rd immediately happened directly after. If the court looks at the text messages attached to my motion to revoke the bond on August 4th, it says specifically, if you go to the police, bad things are gonna happen. He finds out that she contacted me and went to the police to make a report of this continued conduct. He acts upon it. He's a danger to his victim and a danger to society. He has no respect for this court or this court's order or the order of the Sixth Circuit Court through the PPO.
Okay, gotcha.
He had a plan, he had a mission, and he was acting on that. It's not every day that a car comes barreling into the Southfield Police Department, crashes into two officers' trucks, and then even though all the airbags just deployed, she rolls out of the car and runs into the police station crying for help. They find the defender a mile away, and all he has to say is, I'm out door dashing. He recognized her, and then once he confirmed it was her, he stated, saw her crash in the parking lot and then immediately left. We just left out the whole party, followed her probably a quarter of a mile down that parking lot from the intersection of Southfield Freeway. It's pretty far away from the Southfield Police Department to just be out door dashing. I can't care about the defendant more than he cares about himself, and his actions show that he doesn't care. I believe the maximum sentence is appropriate, and I never asked Your Honor to do that, only in very rare cases, but this is a rare case.
Judge, it's not a situation where he put a plan in his head and just went out looking for this individual. He was door dashing. He saw her, maybe made some wrong choices. There was no plan in place to go and do anything to her. After Mr. May received the motion, he was still very apologetic about the situation. He happened to see her out and
then still couldn't think, well, there's a motion. Let me stay away from her.
that was.
And then I was here in the text thread. She said, can you leave me alone? I'm begging you at this point. He says, call the police more than your car getting fucked up. She said, then can you leave me alone? I'm begging you at this point. I'll leave you alone when I'm done.
Never did. I know my text messages were.
Sure.
I know my text.
You can't explain none of this. These are your words.
Judge, at this point, I would ask if Mr. May just.
Oh, wait a minute. I know you think you was gonna hurt me and leave. I'm not letting you get away with that shit. I'm not going nowhere. You think you leaving me? Just know I got some shit coming to you. You want to leave, you got to kill me or call the police, because every whole shit you don't go have consequences. I promise you. You ain't trying to give me what I want. Most shit gonna happen. All this is on you. I'm gonna find that nigga regardless and do him bad, since you don't want to give me no info on this nigga, but telling him my business. It's a bet. And what you just called for. This just goes on and on. So, you talk about threatening somebody. We start out with what we have in this case that I read into the record. And then there's a bond violation that seems to be even worse. And I don't buy this. Well, he didn't plan it. Okay, so what if he didn't? Once he saw her, he went into full drive mode. Oh, let me threaten this chick. Let me make sure she know she got something coming. And I stop when I want. Forget the court order. I just do what I want to do. Don't work like that. So, I've already thought about this. Sentence of the court on this count of malicious use of a telecommunications device in a domestic relationship, 180 days in jail. I will give him credit for the time that he has been in custody on this. And there's going to be a fine. And the fine is going to be $925 with a $75 crime victims' rights fee, which is total fines and costs. Oh, let me do also, excuse me, a $200 counsel fee as well. So let's make that a $725 fine. A $75 crime victims' rights fee and a $200 counsel fee. Okay. There's a bond. We're going to apply that. I'm not sure how many days he has, but I see he was arraigned on September the 5th.
I think he was picked up on September 3rd.
Yeah. So we'll give him that credit. That's 10 days. And I think he was probably on bond previously.
Get $1,000.
So and he posted that on the 4th of June. Okay. At the police department, did he? Yep. So it looks like by the time he got arraigned, he probably didn't do any extra time on that. So he's got 10 days credit, looks like.
Judge, did he spend 6 days in jail in April when he was first? 2 days?
April. I can't tell. The first thing I see in this file is June 24th. I don't see anything in April. So I'm sure they'll give him credit for whatever he's got.
No probation, right, Judge?
No probation. He's got bigger fish to fry at the circuit court. All right, that's completing that matter.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.